Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony's Picks Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time to bring live your picks for today's card. And on today's card, we'll picks from the NBA, the 15-game card from the Major League Baseball, WNBA as well. Hockey returns tomorrow. Of course, guys, make sure you subscribe to our channel, get notified when we're live with you. And, of course, you want to do is give us that like, that thumbs up. Really helps to build up our audience, and whether you're watching us live or on replay. All right, so what we'll do now is introduce the cappers, meet the cappers, and get right to the picks, as we don't mess around here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Let's go to Rod. Rod, what's going on?
No, not too much. It's chilly today, 50 this morning, so maybe it'll warm up a little bit. Can't complain about yesterday, though. I went 1-1, light day for me, thanks to the Angels, who made a nice little comeback. They went down 4-0, and then got themselves a nice little 8-6 win there. Battle of Seattle, so nice little plus units on the day, thanks to the Angels. On to Sunday we go. I like today's cards, so a few plays in already. I'm probably going to put a couple more. So let's get to Sunday's action.
That's it. Sunday's action indeed. Let's go to Chris. Chris, what's going on?
Oh, not much. Glad to be back with you guys today. Dropped a couple yesterday, but we did get that huge win with the Reds over the Diamondbacks, 13-1 there. So we got that done. Then just, like Rod said, great card today. Ready to get to it.
Let's get to it indeed. Let's see what Alessandro, what's happening.
Nothing too much. Not the best day yesterday. UFC though came through for me. Devashvili gets it done, like I said. So feeling good, ready to start this Sunday off right.
Absolutely. So to Brian making a debut on the morning show. You see him on the happy hour. Brian, what's happening?
Hey, good morning, guys. Glad to be here. Yesterday we had a great day over on the site. I hit 2 out of 3 premium plays. Cashed our dog of the day with the Cardinals money line, and ready to rock and roll today, man.
Let's get it done indeed. Solo, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy to be here. Happy Sunday. I think we went by 500 back-to-back days. Nice little card today. Ready to fire. Let's make some money.
All right, I hit 2 out of 3. Had the Reds as well. Had the under in the Nationals and Rangers. Looks like there's a pitching change in that game. We'll get to that when we get to baseball. There, we'll drop with the Tigers. So we'll look for another winning day today. So let's get to the games here. Of course, we'll lead it off here with the NBA. Of course, finals game number 2 here. We've seen a move here just as we start the show. Pacers and Thunder. We see the Thunder 11, but Pinnacle, sharpest book in the world, has now moved that line down to 10.5. That's the first time I've seen it so far. So now 10.5 at Pinnacle. We'll see if these books copycat them like they usually do. But 11 in most places. Pinnacle, of course, MGM just copied them right now to 10.5. So we've seen a big move, a big play on Indiana right now to 10.5. Total sits here at 228.5. Only the injury remains the same to their backup. One of the backups for Indiana here had that sprained ankle there in their closeout game. Walker's still out for Indiana. Thunder, a clean injury report. So we get to start here with Ron.
Yeah, for me, looking at this one, we've seen the under in that game 1, right? The bookmakers moved this 228. I see this total out here in this one. Turnovers. There was some sloppy play that could easily turn into some points. We literally snuck onto that total by about 8 points. I don't think that happens here. Both these teams be ready to go. That feeling of process is long gone. Give me the over 228.5 in this one. I think we cruise into the 230s in this one. Not same type of game we've seen in game 1. We see some more scoring. Give me over 228.5 here.
There from Rod on over to Chris.
Yeah, I did the video on YouTube on this one. Definitely agree with the over with Rod. You look at what OKC does after a home loss, 3-0 to the over. You saw what happened when they lost to Denver at home, 121-119. They came back, dropped 149 points on them. Excuse me. I think they do the same thing to the Pacers here. They're not about to go into Indiana with 2 games down, so they're going to come out firing, but I think we see some over in this one.
Yeah, from Chris on over to Alessandro.
I went to the props for this one. Slide all the way down to the alternate points for Tyrese Halliburton at 20, and that's at plus 150. I think that's very nice value, so I'm on that.
Well, Alessandro on over to Brian.
Yeah, I agree with Ron and Chris. I think the total goes over in this game tonight. We're going to see a lot of scoring. I think we're going to see a lot tighter play. And, the Pacers had 20 turnovers by halftime last game. So I don't think we're going to see that again tonight. It's going to be a competitive game, and I think that OKC is going to be in a big lead by half, and maybe the Pacers come back in the 4th again. We'll see.
See how the Pacers handle that one. On over to Solo.
Yeah, we still on board. I told you last week the Pacers winning the chip. We're taking the Pacers money line every game. One more game, we'll make plus money. We already got plus 330. Unless they lose 4 straight, we're going to make money. Stay on board, Pacers money line.
That's the money line. They may be dogs if every game of this series because the way this line
They
looks,
get
when
one
they go
more,
to,
we'll make money.
if they go to Indiana, I think you're going to get points to the face based on what the line looks here. Yeah, I know people look at Indiana. I'm just going to stick to what I've said again. Indiana, when you get points and their shooters are healthy, I'm going to take them. I made that mistake in the Cleveland series in Game 1. Not going to do it again. They won all 3 in Cleveland, by the way. That's something I still remember there. And OKC was taken to 7 games by the Denver Nuggets. So I had my question marks with OKC. And also, too, I know they have this great home net rating. And again, I mentioned this again. They beat who did they beat in the playoffs? Memphis, a team that was shipwrecked. They beat Denver, a shipwrecked team with 2 good players. By the way, both of the first 2 playoff opponents had interim coaches. Then they met Minnesota, who would have been a play-in team if Golden State wouldn't have choked a late season game to San Antonio. So, I still love.
Who's the Thunder's second best player?
Well, Jalen Williams, I would think. Probably the second best player there. But again, what I've said about the Pacers is they seem to be spot proof on the road because they know they can crack the code by making threes. Keep the referees out of it. Don't go to the paint. Stay out of the paint unless they give you a clear lane. Stay out because you're not going to get calls and you're going to get in foul trouble. I would basically I like the way the Indiana shooting. Look at their road shooting: 50% from the field, 42% from 3. They played 9 playoff games. 9 playoff games. And look at the way they're shooting the basketball. Incredible the way they're shooting. I
Shout
can't
out
get
to
off.
Joey Tron.
Yep, shout out there. I cannot.
Going to win the chip, and I laid the money down with him plus 1,800. Shout out to Joey.
Yeah, Tron was up there right away with that because we started to see the turn when they got healthy after the All-Star break. When you look at their net rating overall, they were right there with Cleveland at the end and OKC because they were hurt during the start of the season and they were kind of playing at that slow pace. They kind of reversed themselves from last year because last year there were balls of fire coming out of the gates, and then they got hurt down the stretch. But then I remind everybody else that in-season tournament, I know we make fun of it, but we don't make fun of the final when they're playing for $1 million. What happened in the final when they played for $1 million? Milwaukee pounded them. So with Doc Rivers head coach, right? We make fun of Doc Rivers. Yeah, but when it came down for that $1 million, that bag, they were
looking for a bigger bag. They were looking for the bigger bag. They had bigger app resistance. They had bigger sights set on. They were like, you can have the bag. There you go, buds.
At that moment, I don't know. At the moment, you have $1 million. You had to play 1 game, make $1 million, and they wet the bed. So, all right. So, look, I'm on pace with Tron and with Solo there. I'm probably take them. I'm probably going to take them the whole series. The way they shoot the basketball, you're going to get points in Indiana. And what Indiana, what Minnesota, what Oklahoma City does on the road. They don't cover. They don't cover. Again, taken to 7 games by Denver with 2 good players. So there we go.
And chat, I see the chat. I ain't going to hold you up, Tony. The whole reason for the point of the question about the second best player was I think that the Pacers have the 2 best players in the series. I think that Siakam is better than Jalen Williams or Halliburton is better than Jalen Williams. Either way you talk about it, starting to think the Pacers are clearly the better team. Let's move on.
Hey, real quick, one more thing to add. I see Halliburton at 25 points or plus at plus 475. So you're almost 5-1 for 25 points for Halliburton. Something to think about there.
Yeah, the only thing there is that everyone can score on Indiana.
That is true. That is true, but I'm thinking with that, closing performance he had, he really steps up, try to become the MVP for the series.
But I don't think they're going to need to close this game. They may win it from start to finish. The way how horrible they looked in that first half. I mean, I don't think you're going to get that first half performance like you did again from the Pacers. But we'll see. Look, I wouldn't surprise me if OKC blew the house down like they did against Denver. But Denver and Indiana is a totally different team. You don't have only two functional players on Denver that you can count on. Gordon was hurt in that series too, so I look at that at the points there. All right, should be an interesting. Many of us are split here in that game, but should be an exciting series. So a game tonight. So check it out. All right, let's get over to baseball here. We got some changes already. Boy, these Sunday games you get a lot of changes here. All right, in baseball, we'll just go through some of the changes. Connor Gillespie will now be a prime pitcher. I thought Sandy was going to go here, but I'm not saying there was another one up there. But it will be Connor Gillespie, the bulk pitcher. They're going to go with an opener for Miami against Drew Rasmussen today. Texas has decided not to start Male and go with the bullpen game. It looks like Caleb Bruchley will be the primary pitcher there. There is a 70% chance of rain there in Washington. Also looking around here, see Brandon Walter will go for Houston. I think there was a different pitcher yesterday afternoon. What else we got? It'll be Cade Horton for Chicago Cubs going. Oh, Mike Vassell will now start here for the White Sox against Lorenzen in that KC versus White Sox. Mike Vassell is now the starting pitcher. I don't know what goes on Saturday night with these guys. We get a lot of changes here on Sunday here. I wonder what's happening. Chase Dollander is going to start for the Rockies. I think this was a change from yesterday afternoon. There was someone different there. The name escapes me right now. Here, let's see what else we have. Jacob Lopez looks like he's penciled in. We've seen him scratch several times, but looks like Lopez will go for the Athletics today. And what else do we have here? That looks like to be it there. So those are your changes. Looks like the weather looks a little better than has been over the week, although there is a 25% chance of rain in Cincinnati there and 61% chance of rain in Cleveland as they face Houston. And in the Skeens game, 77% chance of rain there. And of course, we told you about the Washington. So we got you caught up with the weather. So let's get to the baseball here for this Sunday afternoon, 15 games. Hope to get them all in. We start here with Padres and Brewers. The Brewers here, $1.52, total of 8. Phillies and Pirates on Skeens days. Pirates favored $1.11 total. Look at this total down to 6.5 in that one. D-backs and Reds. It's Gallon day today. Gallon on the road. $1.17 total 9.5. Dodgers and Cardinals are avoiding the sweep here. Dodgers $1.25 total sits here at 9. And Mets and Rockies. We've got the Mets here $2.60 total 10.5. And we get it started here with Rod.
Yeah, for me, looking at these ones in the early block, give me the over between Washington and Texas. Trevor Williams going for Washington. He's not been good. The last time out, he went, 4 innings, gave up 5 earned runs. Not good. And before that, 5 earned runs, 4 earned runs, 4 earned runs. So he's good for 4 or 5 in a start on average. And then at home, he's sporting 6 ERA. And then Texas going with a bullpen game. Woo! Yikes. I think we see some fireworks in Washington today. Give me the over in that one. And then another one, where is the Marlins going with a bullpen game? Good luck there. I'll take Rasmussen. He's been rolling along for the race. I'm going to take minus 2.5 there in that one because I don't want to lay any odds and run lines. The run lines at a minus 120 right now. It probably cruise to the win there, but I'll take the minus 2.5 with a little plus money with Rasmussen and the Rays. 6.5. I'll take the over between Pittsburgh and Philly. I think we can just a bloop and a blast here, a bloop and a blast there, and we're easily getting 7 runs. Give me the over, Phillies and Toronto, or Pittsburgh and Philly today with Skeens Day. 6.5. That's a hockey score. This is a little light for me. Give me the over.
Yep, I didn't hit my time short when I reset it, so I got it screwed up here. So let me go over the games again, guys, so we don't so we stay on the time here. Marlins and Rays here. Rays 230 total 8.5. Padres and Brewers. We got the Brewers $1.52 total of 8. Phillies and Pirates. The Pirates $1.11 total 6.5. Rangers and Nats. The Rangers $1.31 total of 9. And this first block will close with D-backs and Reds. We got the D-backs $1.17 total 9.5. So we got it corrected here after I screwed up. I didn't reset the times. So we get it back going over to Chris.
Taking Miami's going with the bullpen game there. We saw what happened yesterday late into the innings there. I mean, I don't know that Miami's going to get that much on Rasmussen. I think he's the better pitcher here, but I still think we take over 8.5 there. I think Tampa Bay is going to be able to rock this bullpen. Going with, let's see, we'll probably leave that San Diego Milwaukee one alone there. Freddie Peralta's on there, but not sure on the San Diego pitcher there. Skeens Day, yeah, I know it's 6.5. I'm probably going to get in and out of this one, take under in the first 5 while Sanchez is in there, Skeens is in there. If I had to lay aside, I mean, I got to go Philadelphia. You look at what Pittsburgh's just not giving Skeens run support. He could win the Cy Young with a losing record here as a joke. But anyway, I lean Philadelphia money line there in the end. I'm sure they'll figure out some way to screw that up on Skeens Day. Arizona, Cincinnati. I'm going to take over. We got Gallon. I think Cincinnati rocks him today, and we get up and over that total.
Yeah, just note here, Peralta gets started from Milwaukee. No Savali. So it'll be Peralta, not Savali there in that Milwaukee game. We move on over to Alessandro.
No, yeah, I'll hop on the Rays with Rasmussen on the mound. I'll take the minus 1.5 there. And then for that Padres Brewers game, I'm expecting the bats to come through. So I'm on that over 8.5. For that Phillies Pirates game, I'm gonna take the Phillies in the buy low spot there. I like Sanchez to go out and pitch 5-6 strong, battle Skeens, and I'll hop on that over on the Rangers Nationals as well.
And Alessandro, on over to Brian.
Yeah, I agree with the Marlins Rays game. I think Rasmussen's going to shove today. You could take them up to -2.5. That's be good. Give you some plus money. Padres Brewers. I think I'm going to hop on the Padres today. Plus, get you some plus money. I mean, they've been great on the road, and their bullpen isn't that bad. It has a 3.0 ERA, and I think they're going to be fine today. I'll take them on the money line. Rangers Nationals. I disagree. I think we're going to take them under. I mean, the Rangers bats haven't been alive at all. I mean, they come alive one day, put up 5 runs, next day 1 run. I don't care who's pitching in this game. I'm just going to take it under. And Phillies Pirates have 5 for me.
There we go. Here from Brian over to Solo.
Texas and the Nationals. A lot of rain in the forecast in D.C. I don't even think this game gets in. I'm going to pass on that one right now. Phillies and the Pirates. I'm not a big Sanchez guy. Solid left-handed. But, I like Skeens. I think he's a Cy Young. I think he mows this lineup down. We're taking the Pirates first 5 on the money line. And give me the Marlins on the money line, plus 200.
Yeah, from Solo, tell you what I think here about these games here. I'm going to go in this block here. I'm going to go with the Phillies here. Just not, again, a fan of these bats for the Pirates. Pirates in their 24-day games hitting 215. Skeens has been solid. So Sanchez. I would just trust the Phillies bats if this gets to the late games here. So I'll look at the Phillies, the Phillies in that spot. And I'm going to come here with the Reds here at this plus price. You look at Gallen, is the past 5 starts allowed 23 runs allowed in 28 innings. Singer's numbers have been better at home. Cincinnati against righties hitting 262. But man, the issue I have with Arizona is their bullpen has just been god awful, and it's getting worse with Burns is now out for the season with Tommy John surgery. Tommy Henry's now going to be in the starting rotation. We're seeing Ryan Nelson. I mean, we've seen these. We know these guys have been bad, but they can't find guys better than these two. So they got some trouble there. As we've seen some, so we've seen past performers for both Ryan Nelson and Tommy Henry, and now they're into that rotation. I think it's bad here. So I'll look here at the Reds in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony This Morning Shows. We continue here with baseball. To the middle block we go. Astros and Guardians here. The Guardians $1.48. Total sits here 7.5. Cubs and Tigers $1.15, total of 8. Blue Jays and Twins $1.67, $1.80 in some spots, total 8.5. Royals and White Sox, the Royals $1.46, total of 9. And we close it out here with the Dodgers and Cardinals. LA $1.25. There's some 30s out there, total of 9, juice to the over. And we go on over to Rod.
Yeah, and look at these ones here. There's that middle block. Definitely, it's a tough slate here on a Sunday for this middle block. I'm gonna take a shot here with the Blue Jays to stay hot at that nice plus price. I know it's Bowden Francis on the bump for the Blue Jays, and he hasn't been good this year. And it's Joe Ryan on the other side, but it's just the bats can stay hot. The Jays can chase Joe Ryan early, and you get to that pen, it's a whole different story. So. I think the Blue Jays is the big plus price. I don't want to lay that kind of price with the Twins, who are 4-6. When the Twins start losing, they start losing big. They know how to win streaks, but then they know how to lose streaks as well. So I'll take a shot there with the Blue Jays to stay hot. And then Michael Lorenzen's going for the Royals there. Not a guy I like, and then especially him out on the road. I'll take a shot here with the White Sox. Even the books guarding against it, only giving you $1.30 on the White Sox there in that one. Give me Chicago at the plus money in that one.
Yeah, from Rod on over to Chris.
Yeah, looking at the Detroit Cubs win there, I'm gonna take a shot here on the money line with Detroit. I like Jack a little bit better here on that one. And then I did the video of Toronto, Minnesota. You guys can go check that out. But another angle here to look at. I mean, I'm going to go over. These bats have been hot. Francis gives up 2.68 home runs per 9 innings. We know he can get rocked. This Minnesota team is going to get some runs up on him. So I think we get up and over that total, no problem. And then I'm going the same direction with the Dodgers, St. Louis. We got Kershaw and McCreevy, somebody for St. Louis. I think we get up and over that total as well today.
Yeah, from Chris on over to Alessandro.
No, yeah, for that Astros Guardians game, I like the Astros at plus 130, and then I also like that game to go over. I think they get to Bybee over 7.5. I'll also hop on the White Sox with you guys, get the series sweep at a plus price there. And then one more dog, I'll take the Blue Jays at plus money as well. I think the bats wake up.
There you go from Alessandro on over to Brian.
Yeah, I agree with Alessandro with the Astros Guardians game. I'm gonna jump on the Astros money line there. Agree with Chris with the Tigers Cubs. I'm gonna take a shot with the Tigers money line. And the Royals White Sox. I agree with Ron. I'm gonna take a shot with the White Sox today. I think it would be safer to get them with the plus 1.5 in the back pocket. But I mean, Lorenzen has just looked horrible, and I think he gets roughed up today.
Yeah, from Brian on over to Solo.
White Sox and the Royals. Shane Smith on the mound. You know, this is one of my guys. Sign me up with the White Sox first 5 money line. One more here. The Astros and the Guardians. Just a bit huge price with the 158 with Bybee. Not really my speed. I think these bats might come alive today. I'm gonna take this total over 7.5.
Yeah, from Solo. Tell you what I think about these games here. Yeah, I'm gonna look at Toronto at this plus price. They've been hitting the ball well past 6 games, 270, 10 homers in the bullpen, an ERA of 1.44. Minnesota, 32-day games hitting just 220. Francis numbers have been better on the road, and Blue Jays have been profitable against winning teams on the road. So I'll take Toronto in that spot. Yeah, I'm gonna go over here with the Dodgers and the Cardinals. You got this first timer here. Actually, he did appear in one game, McCreamy, but he's gonna be facing. Tough to ask a guy out of the minors to face this Dodger lineup. I don't know if he has the arsenal yet to be able to keep these bats off balance. I'm a little nervous when I see one of these rookies come in here against this Dodger lineup, especially when they're right-handed here. But we know what St. Louis does. They hit the ball very well at home. And you go against winning teams, St. Louis 12-7 to the over. So I look for the over in that game. And that's really the only one I like from that block. Those two I like from that block. All right, let's continue here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Close out baseball with Mets and Rockies. Mets 260, total 10.5. Braves and the Giants. My goodness, another walk-off here. This Giants team almost every night. Braves here, $1.10. Braves total sits here at 8, and there's a 7.5 popping up as well. Orioles at Athletics. Here we got the Orioles, $1.37, total 10.5. Mariners and Angels. Mariners $1.21 on the road, total 8.5. Red Sox and the Yankees tonight. Sunday night baseball. Look at this, Yankees $2.15. Take back on the Red Sox about $1.90 in the $1.90ish out there. I see a plus 200 at Circa. You get 2-1 on your money with the Red Sox and Circa today. Total sits here at 8. Might have to give Ramon a call or even Alessandro. There we get that $2 there. We got to start here with Rod.
Yeah, for me in this time spot, I'm looking at give me Baltimore on the run line. That's the crappy Lopez going for the Athletics. He's awful. Look what he's done: 7 runs, 5 runs, and he's a reliever. Yeah, he's not good. Not good at all. Baltimore bats. We know they've not been great at times. They got 7 yesterday for old man Morton on the mound. So I'll take Baltimore there on the run line. Even the money line's not bad, but give me the run line. You get a nice little plus price on that one. And then good old Jorge Kirby going on the mound. Whew, I don't know what happened to him, but he's awful. Absolutely awful. He's not good. They got a strikeout drop jacked, and it's like, I'm not taking under strikeouts. They have him 17.5 outs, which he hasn't even come close to, and it's juiced. I'll take the under 17.5 outs for Kirby today. And then also take the Angels at the plus price. Anderson's mowing along, and he's been pitching well for the Angels. So give me the Angels at the plus price. Kirby under his out total at 17.5, which is just too much. And then give me the Giants here. Just continue to roll along. Braves on the road. Still ass. 10-22 on the road. They definitely haven't figured that out. They get out on the road, and I don't know what they do. Maybe at the strip club Saturday night or anywhere but a baseball game, that's for sure. The Roop is on fire. Give me the Giants and the money line on that one.
Yep, Anderson, the guy they wanted to trade it, but now the Angels suddenly are 3 games under 500. Maybe they don't want to trade him now. Gotta keep him now. You know what they do. When they think they have a shot, they don't trade anybody. Like with Ohtani, they kept him. On over to Chris.
Yeah, Baltimore Athletics. I think you can take the extended run line there with Baltimore. I don't care who pitches for the Athletics. Their bullpen is trash. they're sending out the bullpen. They really don't need to do a bullpen game, but here we are. So yeah, Baltimore, if you can get them, extendo there with the run line, do it. I think initially I saw that Marquez was supposed to go for, or was that?
I think it was
But I guess
Marquez.
I'm probably going to stay away from that one. It's 10.5 there. I mean, I think we still see some runs, but I'd probably pass on that one. Atlanta, San Fran, we got Strider going. It is hard to. I don't know. It's hard to go this way, but I think we see a lot of runs. I think they're going to be able to get to Strider today. He gives over 2 home runs per 9 innings in his outings. So I think the Giants bats come up here and get this done in a day game, go over. Seattle Angels, same way. They're going to get to George Kirby. He's about the same space as Strider. They were giving up over 2 home runs per 9 innings. I think the Angels hit him hard. And I'm going to take the plus money with Boston here in the Bronx.
There we go. It's on over to Alessandro.
Yeah, so for the Giants Braves game, I like the Giants there to get it done with Roop on the mound. Strider's been struggling, been kind of hurt all year. So I like the Giants there in that spot. I'll hop on you guys with the Orioles. That's just an easy read. And then for that Red Sox-Yankees game, you got to go Red Sox just off the value. But I will say Dobbins gave the Yankees some bulletin board material last night, just running his mouth, talking about he would never want to play for the Yankees. It's like you wouldn't want to make you wouldn't want to make millions playing for the Yankees. I mean, come on. So I like the Red Sox still, but giving the Judge and that lineup bulletin board material is not a great idea.
Definitely not. Definitely not. You don't need any more than that. On over to Brian.
Yeah, I agree with a lot with what you guys just said in this slot here. The Braves-Giants game, Strider has just been a gas can out there getting blown up left and right. We're going to go for the Giants money line and the over in that game. Mets, Rockies, I don't have anything for that one. Orioles, definitely take them on the run line today. They're going to come through and blow up the A's bullpen. They're horrible. Mariners, Angels, Kirby's been horrible ever since he came back on the injury. We're going to fade him today, take the Angels on the money line, get you some plus money. And I agree with the Red Sox. I mean, the value is just there. The Yankees have one good game, one bad game recently. Let's just fade them today. It's Sunday. Take the Red Sox money line.
Yeah, from Brian on over to Solo.
Not my favorite spot, but we're going to stay on board. We got the Orioles and the A's. Got Saguna on the mound. Bullpen game for the Athletics. I think runs come early and often. Push this total over. And sign me up on the Braves and the Giants under 8.
There we go. From Solo, tell you what I think about these games. Yeah, I'm going to go under with Colorado. They've gone under in these, barely in some games. In New York and Colorado under 10.5. I just don't see the Mets accumulating enough runs to get these totals over in Colorado with McGill and Dollander. In this one, Dollander, if you listen to baseball people, they think Dollander is the guy with the great stuff, but you look at his numbers, they're not very good. But the guys that they're throwing aren't very good in these games are still going under in Colorado because, again, this Mets team hitting 236 on the road during the day. The Rockies hitting 210. McGill, past 3 games here, has been pretty in his 3-day games in the area under 2. Both bullpens, believe it or not, are in good. I've never seen the Colorado Rocky in such great bullpen in such great form. That's surprising to see, despite how bad this Colorado team is. But their bullpen somehow, some way, has been getting it done. And that's why it's been keeping these games under. The Rockies 10-4 to the under at home, facing a team hitting 255 or lower. I make that now 11-4, counting yesterday's game. So I like the under in that one. Yeah, I got to go over in the shelter here. 87 degrees at game time. We know how bad the bullpen is here for this Athletics team. The past 28 games, an ERA over 8. And I'll look at the over in that one. Yeah, I'm a little worried about Spencer Strider. I'm worried about Braves pitchers come off injuries. We've seen them with Newcomb. We've seen it with Soroka. We saw it with Teheran. We saw it with who's in the Mexican League right now. There's been some Braves pitchers that have come out of injuries and they've not been the same. They have not been able to bounce back. So I'm a little concerned about Strider here. He may be along the line of some of these former Braves that are all over Major League Baseball and outside of baseball. So I'll look at the Giants here. They just seem to get it done. But look at the Braves on the road here against righty starters, 7-17 against losing teams at home. The Giants 11-3. Got to continue to roll with this Giants team. Yeah, I'll take the Angels. Like I said, I look at the schedule. The biggest surprise on the schedule is the Angels with 3 games under 500. That's the biggest surprise for me because I didn't think they'd be this around 500 at this time. But again, they can hit. The home run power is there. The power of the home run. The nasty Nats too. They can hit home runs. It just tells you what power and the lineup can
Nats
do.
bullpen's getting a little bit better too.
Yeah, they have been getting better. But, speaking of that, I just want to say, if you look at some of the, if you watch MLB Network, you see the crawl a lot. You see a lot of guys this week and the last couple of weeks, you've seen a lot of these these bullpens start to turn over to the minors and bringing guys up. So there has been a lot of changes in the bullpens of late here. We don't hear about it. We only hear it when it's in the starting rotation, but there's been a lot of bullpen guys going down and guys coming up. And sometimes they find that right mix and they turn it around. I think that's what they're trying to.
Or that wrongness, Tony, because I had the Reds the other day and they brought up Wade Miley and he gave up 6 runs in the top of the ninth.
Yeah, that's the scary part with Wade Miley. They should have kept him out of baseball. They should have kept him out. He was on a minor league contract, but believe it or not, you know who's still out there in the minors looking to get picked up or get promoted?
Lynn.
Rich Hill.
Rich
Hill.
Yeah,
Rich Hill is still out there, so he's out there, and we joked yesterday. Lance Lynn is waiting by the phone, hoping someone calls him. So, we saw Urena in a Dodger uniform in relief the other day. Who would have ever thought in our lifetime we'd see that? I was shocked to hell to see Jose Urena in a Dodger uniform and pitching in the 8th inning, down 1 run to the Mets. That was absolutely a shock to my system. And that's how bad it's how injured the Dodger bullpen is. I don't want to say they're bad. It's just their best guys have been hurt. And look, going back to this Yankee game, believe it or not, the Red Sox have been cooking lefties and cooking them well done, hitting 293 against left-handed starters. That is a strong number there. 36 night games, Mets, the Yankees actually hitting 244. Red Sox bullpen, that's a bullpen that's shown an improvement. But the Yankees bullpen, remember in that Dodgers series, they got hammered here over their past 6 games, the ERA over 7. And you look at the Yankees against a team with a bullpen ERA of 3.5 or lower this year, they're now 7-7, losing about 3.5 units. So against these good bullpens, they have not been profitable at home. So I'll take the Red Sox who cooked lefties this year, 293 in their 14 games against left-handed starters. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Nix Morning Show as we move on over to the W for today. 2 games on the board for tonight, afternoon, I should say. We start with Sun and Mystics. The Mystics 7, total 157.5. Lynx and the Wings. Here we got the Lynx 11.5, total 169. We start with Rod.
Yeah, the first game we're looking at here in this one is we're looking at the Sun here. Look at what they did. They just outrighted, had come off a nice little win against a divisional rival. They're well rested here, and you're going to give me, what's it, up to 7.5? I lean to the Sun, but give me the over in the first half. I think we see plenty of points in this first half. His defense on both sides have big question marks. You look at the Sun, they're giving up about 45 points in that first half. I mean, look at Washington, same thing in that first half. They're giving about 44 points in that first half. I think we cruised into about 85, 86 points in that first half, and it's way down. I see 79.5, 80 in some books. We're taking over first half in that matchup. And then looking at the other one, Minnesota and Dallas. That Minnesota can just basically pin whatever number they want on this Dallas squad because this Dallas squad stinks at playing anything defensive whatsoever. They're giving up 90 points a game. We know what Minnesota defense can do, and they can hold them down to about 76 points a game. Well, that's a 20-point difference. This line's at 10.5. I made this line at least 14, 15. I'm going to lay it here with the Lynx. I think they whoop them by at least 15 plus. Lynx are that much better. Big mismatch.
Yeah, from Rod on over to Chris.
Yeah, looking at this Connecticut-Washington game, we saw this back in May. 85-90 was the points there in that one. I mean, Connecticut's given up 89 average points in the last 5. Take over. I think we see the same thing in this situation here. It's 157 at the moment. I think we get up and over that total.
There we go. There we go here from Chris on over to Alessandro.
Yeah, WNBA has been burning me these last couple of days with the Sun that 2 days ago and against the Dream. I stepped in front of Rod, and, of course, not great for me. I hope he cashed money line on that at least. But for today,
I grabbed the point. Couldn't help it. It went up to like 10.5, so I had to grab the 10.5.
Marina Mabry goes for like 35 or something. I mean, come on. But that was rough. And then yesterday I hopped on the Aces to get rid of the expansion team, and then they freaking lose outright as well.
Lose outright.
Just awful. That's why you don't lay these points. But I say
There you
that,
go.
and I'm just going to lay the Lynx minus 9.5 today.
Oh,
So I'll go right back to these massive spreads.
there we go. Massive
What's
chalk
the
in
price
there.
on the 9.5?
It might be 10.5 now. I'm looking at last
I see
nine's
11.5.
last
11.5 now. Yeah. What do you
Yeah,
think on
that's
that
not a
price?
move.
Yeah. No, that's a big move.
I mean, 9.5
It's like the dream.
to 11.5 is not lovely, but I think you still got to look the Lynx direction.
The Lynx are 3 and 5 ATS.
I mean, I just can't get to the window there with Dallas. I'm sorry. What are they? 1 in
But you
6
got there
or
with 20
7?
points with the other team the other day.
Say that again.
You can't get there with Dallas, but you got to the window with minus 20 the other day.
Oh yeah, that was me just being a little braggadocious there, trying to get that
okay.
plus money.
My bad. My
Yep.
bad.
Just
Okay.
all right.
We'll see how it goes today.
We go to Brian. We do get news here that Zach Edey is going under the knife for an ankle issue. His sprained ankle is not getting better, so they're going to put Zach Edey under the knife. Just breaking in right now. No other news on that one. On over to Brian.
I don't have anything in the W today, guys.
All right, over to Solo.
The Sun and the Mystics. I like the way the Mystics play at home. Sun coming off a big win. I think they blew their load. This line tells me everything I need to know. Give me the Mystics minus the 7. The Lynx and the Wings. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The Lynx don't cover the spread. These teams will go up and down, score some points, but the Wings will sneak in the back door. Give me Dallas plus 11.5.
There from Solo. All right, we got you through. No CFL today, Rod. Right? I just want to make sure I didn't see a number up there. Not till next week.
CFL. No
right,
CFL
CFL.
today. We're done on the weekend CFL.
Nope. We usually have I guess we're going to go back to the Friday, Saturday, Sunday rotation. So sometimes they would do singles, right? Thursday through Sunday. We'll see how it rolls here for next week. All right. We got you through the WNBA. Now it's time for our parlay purple segment. So the cappers can give out a parlay, team player prop, game of the future, play it straight, college baseball. My condolences to Ron Crawford, a big Auburn fan. Auburn gets eliminated to Coastal Carolina in 2 straight out of the College World Series. So that means there will be a maximum of 2 SEC teams in the College World Series. There was supposed to be 8 teams. There's all eight. There should have been the entire College World Series was supposed to be SEC teams. That means the maximum amount of SEC teams that can play will be 2 in the College World Series. If there'll be at least 1 because 2 SEC teams are playing in the Super Regionals. But Coastal Carolina beat some. Auburn couldn't score on them. they beat them 2 straight. They're gone. You got to win 2 out of 3 in the Super Regionals. So wildness there in college baseball. The SEC takes a pounding in this college playoffs here. So all right. So up to the cappers and the same. We go over to Rod.
All right, it's Sunday, so let's go for a big one today. I'm going to go with the 4-team parlay for today. We're going to take the White Sox, the Blue Jays, the Giants, the Angels. 4-teamer plus 2,200. $10 gets you 230. I'm going to throw 100 on that and try to this is Chris likes to allude to, try to get some generational wealth. Go with the 14.
Retirement wealth. That's more closer to retirement wealth there, Rod.
So exactly right. I'll take the 4-team parlay there.
Rod, on over to Chris.
I'm gonna go check out my home run prop video since you're throwing money out and compare those 3 guys up together too. Rod, chase that generational.
Definitely,
wealth, buddy.
I will.
Jesus.
I'm gonna go check out that video and
okay.
It's Sunday. I'm feeling good, buddy. Feeling good.
I'm with you. I'll throw some lunch money on it. But anyway, like I tell you guys, play them straight. But parlay here, we're gonna go Baltimore run line. We'll go Boston money line, and we will go Detroit money line for your 3-teamer there. Your home run prop for the day is going to be Elliot Ramos with the Giants. I think he lights Spencer Strider up. And if Spencer Strider, who throws a fastball, the majority of his pitches, if he throws one to Ramos, he's going to have to pray because it's going to go yard.
There you go with Chris. On over to Alessandro.
Yeah, I'll do a 4-teamer as well. I'll take the Orioles run line. I'll take the Astros money line, Blue Jays money line. And then just to top it off for Solo, I'll go Lynx minus 9.5, or excuse me, 11.5.
11.5. There, Lynx. There.
What you got to do, brother?
Alessandro, over Brian.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my parlay tonight in the NBA Finals game 2. Let's take Oklahoma City. I see the points coming down now for the spread at the half. It's down to almost 7. When that hits 7, I'm gonna take that at 7, minus 7 at the half for OKC, and then take Pacers on the money line. Come back in the second half and get it done.
It actually went up. I'll just let you know. So I think you might see 8. Just that opened at 6.5 for OKC in the first half, And
Yeah, it was
it pops
at
up
8 last night. It's actually coming
Oh,
back
it's
down.
come back down a little.
A little buyback usually there after that big
Little
move
buyback
there,
a
right?
little yet. Someone's trying to middle the first half. They probably got a 6.5 and 8 and go, maybe I can get in the middle.
Right.
Yeah. There's people wired when they see a move of that nature, they just play no matter what. They don't even hand it. They just I got to take the value. Got to take the value of the number.
Yeah.
That some people, many people like that. On over to Solo.
Take the Pacers with the points. You know I'm on the money line. Take the White Sox first 5 money line, and take the Pirates first 5 money line.
You're from Solo. I'm going to give you 2 dogs here because of the prices here. I'll take the Angels plus, and I'll take the Red Sox plus. The way they hit these lefties. Rodon, I don't know. He didn't show. He's out. I don't think this is who Rodon is. I think there might be some regression coming soon. But Red Sox bats here in this one. All right, we got you through our parlay purple segment. Now it's time to see what our cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Head into a Sunday of action with full card baseball, the NBA Finals. We also have action on the W. NHL returns tomorrow. So we'll see what's going on over at Tony'sPicks.com. By the way, if you click the link in the description, that'll take you right over to Tony'sPicks.com. That's where you'll find our best bets, leaderboards, document all of our cappers. We'll see what Rod's got for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. You see him top of leaderboard for 2025 amongst the leaders here, 4,986 units of profit, all documented over at Tony's Picks. Rod, what you got for sale?
For me today, I got my MLB play of the day. I got my NBA slam dunk. And then I got a pack of Sunday sluggers here in the MLB. If you're going to grab the play of the day, hey, grab the Sunday sluggers because it's included in that 3-pack. So definitely jump aboard. Let's have a big Sunday together. Take advantage of that 2-for-1 counter promotion. Can't go wrong with that. This coming week, loaded action. We got more NBA playoffs, more NHL playoffs, lots more MLB, CFL football, lots of WNBA action as well. So definitely jump aboard that long-term pass. Can't go wrong with that here at Tony's Picks. So jump aboard. Let's continue having a big year.
Big year from Rod. So jump aboard with Rod over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can see the one-day passes up there. Long-term subscriptions the way to go. Rod's also in with season passes. So you make the call there. Win your all sports pass. Remember the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save you that 15% off. All right, we'll take a look, see what's rolling here with Chris. What he's got for sale. Chris puts together a pretty good run here in NBA. Chris, what you got for sale?
I guys got you a best bet in tonight's NBA Finals. I got you a 3-pack in baseball today. Best bet 2 premiums. Wrapped all those up for one price. Hop on something long term. You can hop on a week if you want to. 3 days. Give it a try here. We got a lot of action this week with baseball. We still got the NBA Finals, at least for a couple more games here. So hop on that. Got my season pass out there for baseball. One price gets you all the way through the World Series. We got a lot of baseball left. It's a pretty good price for that. So hop on that. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save you 15% off of everything. And then a 2-for-1 capper. Like I tell you guys every time I'm on here, 2 people put money in your pocket makes a lot of sense. So hop on board with that as well.
Get on board with Chris over at Tony's Picks. You can see Chris with the one-day passes up there, 3-packs, best bets and more. So get on board. Remember, all of our one-day passes are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or amount purchased will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guaranteed. So get on board with Chris. Long-term subscriptions also available from Chris over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, let's continue on and see what we got rolling here at Tony's Picks. We'll take a look and see what's up. What Alessandro has for sale today over at Tony's Picks. Alessandro, what you got for sale?
Yeah, I got a 3-pack with 2 WNBA games in the French Open going on right now. Coco Gauff got it done for us yesterday. That was real nice at plus 200. And then I also have a MLB Sunday triple play, 3 MLB games today. And then my best bet is in the NBA Finals as well. So let's get this money, guys.
So for money with Alessandro over at Tony's Picks. I'm there with the best bet from NBA as well as triple from baseball. And, of course, Alessandro's got all his long-term passes up there. So get on board with Alessandro over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, we'll take a look and see what Brian's got rolling over at Tony's Picks for today. Brian, what you got?
Yeah, I got as of right now, I got 2 MLB plays up. I got my best bet in MLB, 1 premium play. I also just added up a 3-day pass, season pass for MLB. We've been seeing the board clear in MLB the last week. We've been all over the leaderboard the last few days. Been crushing the money, going 4-1, I think, over the last 3 days in MLB. So, hop on board, man. Let's get this done. I got my 2 best plays up and going to also add 1 more for the finals game tonight.
Yeah, you can see Brian doing great work over at Tony'sPicks.com. Best bet on the board right now here from Major League Baseball. So get on board. Profit guarantee, long-term subscriptions as well. Season passes up there from Brian. So get on board. Brian Palmer over at Tony's Picks. remember, 2-for-1 capper promotion. You can match Brian up with your favorite capper and get signed up. All right, we'll take a look here and see what Solo has for sale over at Tony's Picks right now. Solo's been red hot here in NBA. What you got for sale, Solo?
I got a best bet NBA, best bet MLB, and a 3-pack MLB. I had some last minute WNBA, at least one game. So sign it with me short term, long term. Make sure you use a 15% code. Pair me with your favorite capper. Pair me with the hottest capper. Let's get to the bank.
Get to the bank with Solo 3-pack up there. Best bet on the board. So get on board. You can also look for Solo on a 3-day pass.
And all my plays in before the show, Tony.
Hmm?
All my plays in before the show.
I gotcha. All of them in there before the show. You can see Solo ready to roll here with his passes here. 3 packs. He's got the best bets up there as well. Long-term subscriptions also available. So Solo ready to rock and roll for this Sunday. The best bet here from NBA as well as the 3-pack from baseball. You can also opt for the long-term subscription. So go ahead and get signed up. And the promo code TonyT at checkout will knock off that 15% off. 2-for-1 capper promotion. You can match Solo up with your favorite capper and save and get signed up. All right. Let you know what I got rolling here. I got a best bet on the board for Major League Baseball. Also 3-pack with 2 baseball, 1 NBA. You'll get on board with me there, or get on with my long-term passes. You can go 7-day pass, get all my baseball and NBA playoffs for that same 7-day period. When you go to my handicapper page and make that purchase, and remember the promo code TonyT at checkout will knock off that 15% off. All right, guys. So with you here on the Tony Hicks Morning Show, Monday through Friday here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications, be live with us to get the plays in real time. If you happen to miss the show, head on over to our YouTube channel over and just type in Tony's Picks, do the search, and you'll be able to find our content up there. Of course, we got to hit the live tab. You'll be able to watch the replay of our show there when you hit the live tab. And of course, you can also, we have a members feature. If you'd like to become a member and support us, you get early access to my videos. Our happy hour airs Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So you guys can tune into the happy hour and check that out there and check the archive. Hit the video tab. You'll see a lot more videos up here. Chris is with content. El Nino's looking for those underdogs. WNBA, the 2 zone here with Rod and Steven up there. Of course, Ron Crawford with his Japanese and KBO picks up there. I go deeper dives with my MLB and more. So check it out up there on the Tony Picks YouTube channel. Click the shorts. You'll see content up there on our short series. Brian will come in there. We'll see Rod up there with shorts there as well. So lots of great content. Of course, Rod, you got the happy hour going and even more over at Tony Picks YouTube.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be back at the Tony Picks YouTube. We got the hockey going, so you'll see Game 3 up there. I'll get back to those first 5s tomorrow, so be on the lookout for those. And then tune in the happy hour. Back at it towards Monday, so 5 p.m. Eastern. Tune in the happy hour. Definitely love doing that show, and it's getting bigger. We're getting more guests on it, so definitely tune in to the happy hour at 5 p.m. Eastern. That's
right. Of course, Chris, you got some content up there as well.
Yeah, guys, got you an NBA Finals video tonight for the total, and then I've got you guys a deep dive into one of the baseball games today, as well as my home run props, and I'll be adding some additional ones in the comments on that I'm looking over here, going through all the games. I try to give you at least 3 or 4 on the video, and then I do throw in some there in the comments as well that I feel like are good value and good matchups against these guys. So Ramos will make that. Another one to be looking for is Byron Buxton's going to make the cut today. But looking for those comments as well, just trying to give you guys the best value on all those as well.
That's right, Chris. So also, I've got you here in the mornings. And of course, you look at the UFC and more over on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, no, I plan on having some more videos coming out soon. So, yeah.
Yeah, Brian, our newest capper we catch here. We'll put together a video series with Brian, but of course you catch us here in the mornings. We also catch on the happy hour.
Yep, you catch me on the happy hour Monday, Wednesday, Thursday nights, and I'll be here on the mornings on the weekends, and hopefully try to clock in a couple shows here and there, some shorts, some try to figure out what we're going to do on a series for you guys. So looking forward to seeing you soon.
Very good there. And of course, Solo got you here in the mornings, but you look around here in the happy hour, we'll pop in there. Of course, we see in that 2-3 zone.
Yeah, pop in here and now and then when I have a little time in the afternoon on the 2-3 zone, but definitely more of a morning person. I missed a happy hour last week, and make sure I tap in this week. But, sign up with me, shine up with me. You already know. We get to the bank.
Yeah, get the bank with Solo, get signed up. All right, guys, we're with you here Monday, every day here at 9:30 a.m. each time here on the Tony Hicks Morning Show. So like and subscribe, set those notifications. All right. Any closing thoughts from anyone before we close it out?
I guess some Braves news. Craig Kimball's already been reserved sent down for assignment. So there you go, Braves fans. Good job. Way to go, guys.
All right, Kimbrel
out there. Gone to assignment. Yeah.
They don't mess around in Atlanta. They don't mess around over there. They don't.
Springer. Springer's going to hit a home run for the Blue Jays. Maybe a leadoff home run, but give me Springer for a home run plus 750 today.
All right, so We'll see if Lance Lynn gets that phone call, or as a Mexican league, they said people were looking at him, so we'll see him come back again. Boy, so those Braves, they scattered around. They really scattered
Waiting
around.
for Hill, Tony. Come on,
Rich
Hill's
Hill.
getting ready. He's pitching. He's starting.
ready to
he's
fade him?
going. He's ready to go. Oh yeah, of course. Can't wait. We're all
Can't wait
waiting.
for
We're
the
all
fade- the
watching.
great
We're
fade.
all on Rich Hill watch. Somebody's been giving us updates too, so they're on Rich Hill watch. They got us all on a Rich Hill watch, so we can't wait. We're excited for it. Let's get it. Come on, Rich Hill.
Internet can-
Oh.
We're back. I think we're back.
We're back. We're good.
Okay.
StreamYard decided it was gonna. No, maybe not. StreamYard decided it's doing one of those thingies to us today because it's I don't know. It's StreamYard does
They
that
need to
sometimes.
expand.
All of a sudden, yeah. Sometimes it slows things up. I don't know why, but
Yeah.
yeah.
So Rich Hill, they're keeping an eye on Rich Hill, right? He's ready, almost ready. They got him.
Definitely, he's ready.
He's almost refilled with the gas.
Video.
He's almost refilled.
Yeah.
He's getting there. He's getting there pretty soon. I think we'll see him. It won't be long.
Rich over the hill. The guys, we'll see how he's going. He may be the next call up here. As all these guys we're seeing, like I said, Lance Lynn. That call's coming, man. That call's coming. Just stay in shape. Just make sure you keep yourself get on the treadmill. Get ready. All right.
He is. He's in the buffet line. That's what he's kind of shape he's staying in.
Yeah, he's going to be up on the buffet line. We don't want you coming in like a rhino. So you see a lot of rhinos in the Vegas buffets there, Alessandro. All right. That's good. Do
they have a time limit in the buffets? So they
hour and a half, 90 minutes.
90 minutes.
90 minutes.
You have 90 minutes. Go.
90 minutes. That clock's running. Especially if you're a rhino. They really keep an eye on you. It's bad luck as you get behind a rhino in a buffet line. That's very bad luck.
Oh.
All right. There you go. That's going to do it, guys. Going to wait. Goodbye, guys. Make it a winning day. We're back tomorrow on the Tony Six Morning Show.